Not all construction work is equally enjoyable. Drilling a hole is boring, but fastening pieces of metal together is riveting. It's Mike with Iceberg Gaming here. These are your top 5 gold making methods for August of 2022. So I believe my first ever video like this was in September of last year, so this will mark 1 year of doing these top lists. I hope you guys have enjoyed them. I've enjoyed making them, and here's to another great year. So the market is pretty screwy right now with the region-wide auction house coming potentially this month, potentially even the 2nd of the month, or the 3rd. Potentially the 2nd of the month, Tuesday the 2nd, is when the next patch comes out for the Mythic Plus seasons and stuff like that. So we might be getting this on the 2nd, so this will be the day after this video comes out, the 3rd for Europe. So at some point during this month, we're probably going to have the region-wide auction house change, and things are already screwy because of it. But don't you worry, we're still going to make a ton of gold, and we're going to have a lot of fun in the process. Coming in at number 5 for the month, I am putting tailoring bag flipping. Now, people are going to be leveling a lot of alts with the Winds of Wisdom buff that we've got right now from Blizzard to increase experience gained. So people are going to be making a new alts, and they're going to need bags. So depending on your server, bag flipping might be very profitable right now. But as always, check your server's auction houses first. There are multiple different bag flips that I do. Check out my video on the topic in the description and the usual places. Coming in at number 4, I'm putting Crafted Dreadful Gladiator gear. This stuff is still selling. The price has gone down quite a bit from its peaks, but they are still selling. I'm still selling dozens of it every week. Definitely still making a large profit off the Mage Tower and the Crafted Dreadful Gladiator pieces of gear. It's not as high on the list this month since the price is dropping, but I'm still definitely taking advantage of it, and so should you. Now, you can either farm the materials yourself if you have time. Otherwise, you can always buy them up on the auction house. The materials are actually very cheap right now and will probably be even cheaper once the region-wide auction house comes out. So you might look at just buying the materials to flip instead of farming them yourself. And next up at the number 3 spot, I am putting my Draenor Garrison setup for making gold. Now, you're not going to make a ton of gold off the Garrison method for making gold, but it is a extremely low effort method of making gold, and the prices will be relatively unaffected by the auction house change because these materials are not heavily farmed, so you should be able to get a steady price for them. And since it's such a low effort method of farming, it is a very high gold per effort value of farm. So I definitely recommend it. See my video in the usual places on setting up your garrison to make gold. Next up at the number 2 spot, we've got Legion Inscription Glyph Crafting. Now, these are extremely profitable. I sell maybe half a dozen of them or more every week. Could be more if I took more time to cancel scan and stuff like that. But Legion Glyphs are extremely profitable, and I will definitely be crafting these up, especially with people making new alts with the buff we mentioned earlier with the tailoring bag flips. They're going to be needing glyphs as well. So we're definitely going to look at selling more glyphs than usual, and Legion glyphs are the best in my opinion. Now, you can either buy the materials on the auction house since they are so cheap, or you can do my Dreamleaf farm that I do very often. I love the Dreamleaf farm. I used to make a lot of gold off of it, but since the price has crashed, I do not do it for gold making anymore. I basically just do it for glyph crafting. So you can either buy the glyphs while they're cheap or farm them up yourself with the Dreamleaf farm. And coming in at number 1, it is the return of raw gold. Yes, raw gold will be our number 1 farm this week. Now, there are a couple of different ways to farm raw gold. Everyone loves callings. I don't. I find them uninteresting and annoying, but I do definitely do the callings if and when I can do 2 at once, or if it's a really fast, easy setup, then definitely do the callings for your raw gold when you can get 2 at once especially. But the method that I prefer for raw gold is my combo Heart of Fear and Terrence of Endless Spring farm up on my channel. It is a very good, quick, and easy farm. You make a bunch of raw gold, and you get a bunch of motes of harmony along the way, and occasionally a couple of transmog pieces as well. So this, combined with callings, is going to be number 1 for the month. I definitely feel like raw gold is going to be even more valuable than it was before, since everything will probably be lowered with the region-wide auction house. I don't think it's going to be as doom and gloom as some people seem to think, but it will definitely lower some prices, in my opinion. And that is going to wrap up the list. Let me know in the comments section what you think of the list, if you'll be running these farms, what you're running for August of 2022. If I missed anything, let me know. And thank you guys so much for all the support. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Special thank you to my YouTube members, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you for making this channel possible.